Hey, welcome back to Score on Business. So before the break, you had taken us through how you would talk to somebody the first time, and it was kind of de-escalating talk. And you were starting to go into, after you've talked to them a couple of times, then what you would do.
Right. Well, there needs to be a performance improvement plan. So if you've talked to them 2 or 3 times and nothing's changed, they're still bullying people, they're still threatening people, they're intimidating people, then we need to have a much more formal conversation. And if I have an HR department or an HR advisor, I would want to touch base with them about how to have that conversation, or even maybe have that person in there with me. But these are the behaviors that we've noticed. These are the conversations we've had. You haven't stopped. We need to address this, and what we're going to, and then this is the crucial part. How do I terminate you? If your behavior is continued down that line, people are scared. You've violated policies by doing threatening behavior. I could just say, Pete, we don't need you here anymore, buddy. So just pack up your stuff, with your behavior. Put it in a box, and security is going to walk you out if we have security. Right? Or I could say, Pete, I'm sorry this didn't work out. What can we do to make this transition for you better? Or what kind of jobs would you look for if you couldn't work here? So that you are saving face and you can leave here with your dignity and you have some time to cool off, versus pulling your pocket knife out and stabbing me, or going to your car and getting your gun and coming back, or coming to my house later on and hurting me.
I love what you're, coming up with something to help them save face.
It's very important.
And it doesn't cost that much to give a package.
No, and a lot of people in the leadership role say, I'm not pandering to this guy who's been abusive to these people. I wouldn't consider giving you some kind of severance package. That's what goes on the mind. But what's a higher risk? Spending a little extra money, letting this guy or a woman have a softer fall, or increasing you, pushing you down that path of violence, because we know that one of the propellers toward violence is losing a job, it's losing a relationship, it's losing money, it's loss of face, loss of self-esteem. Who are they going to blame? Probably the last person they had contact with.
It's almost counterintuitive.
It is.
They're saying,
because you don't want to help this guy. You just want to get rid of him. That's what most people think.
But the thing is, the way you get rid of him is to help it be a soft landing.
Exactly.
Yes, and you were talking about, of course, this show focuses on small businesses, many of which don't have an HR person, but there are, here in Nashville, there are plenty of companies that instead of doing HR for one company, they do it for a bunch of small businesses.
That's a great resource, because many small companies, and even many large, medium-sized companies, don't have an in-house HR professional, and when situations like this happen, they don't know what to do, and they really need expert advice and even how to have these conversations. And it's usually going to be the manager or another leader in the organization that's going to have those conversations along the way. You're not going to bring HR in to have a conversation about you, being late or losing your temper one time. It's going to be the manager.
So you've kind of compressed a bunch of conversations and actions, because we don't have unlimited time here, but it's a step process.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've probably talked about a lot of this, but what can workplaces do to prevent workplace violence?
Well, that's a great question. Well, it starts with physical security, which I'm not an expert in, but I know people who are. And what's your security? Are you able to lock the door? Is it all glass? Do you know the way out of the building? These sorts of things. So it starts with that physical security. And then it starts before you even hire somebody. What do you know about this person? Well, I got 3 letters of reference from people that he or she knows. Have you ever seen a bad letter of reference?
Yeah, exactly.
I've never seen one, right?
Yeah.
So what do you know about this person? See, you know, first step is to Google their name, search their name. What shows up? Are they on the sex offender registry?
Right.
And it doesn't cost much to get a very inexpensive background check, at least a criminal record check. So what do you know about the person or people that you're hiring? And then it goes to really the culture of the organization.
Now, that's really important. We need to take another break, and we'll come back and talk about culture.
Sounds like a plan.
We'll be right back.